Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. And in this tutorial series, we are gonna make something really special. We are gonna make a 3D Super Mario game. And now I'm free from my client projects, and I will also continue my GD series. I and The next tutorial of GD series will be how we can make Android controllers of helicopter system. And inshallah, I will try my best to upload videos on every week, and I will fix the day on which I will upload videos. So this is another tutorial series in which we will make a really awesome game like Super Mario, but it will be 3D game. We will make this game for Android, and we will publish it on Play Store and implement ads of AdMove or something like that, ad network. So without wasting any more time, let's jump to it. Alright, so first of all, what you need to do, you need to open up the Unity Hub. When you will open the Unity Hub, you have to click on Create Project, New Project, and here you have to select 3D. As we are going to make 3D games, so we have to select 3D, and here you can type the name of your project. I'm going to type Super Mario. Alright, here you can select the directory where you want to save your project. So I'm not gonna select because it is my default directory. Okay, so click on create project. It may take some time, so we have to wait for it. Alright, so our project has been created. So as you know, we want to create this project for Android. So I'm gonna click on file, click on build setting, and click on Android, and make sure to click on switch platform. So it will take also some time. Alright guys, so uh, our project has been converted on Android. So as you know, the Super Mario game is in horizontal form, so we have to click over here and select the landscape form from here. So we will use this type of you can say resolution for our game. Okay, so here we have completely empty scene and nothing is here. So we have to create a platform where our player will move here and there. In this video, we will create a basic, you can say basic type of game, and in next video we will inshallah create it in advanced level. Right? So this is, you can say, this is the platform or ground where player will move here and there, and let's rename it to floor. All right, and we have to create an other cube over here, and we can say this is our player. All right, so let's create another folder over here and call it material, and create a material inside of it. Here you have to right click on create and click on material, and call it player mat, and change its color to red. Okay, select the cube, rename it to player, and drag and drop our material over here. Right, so you can say this is our player, and this is ground where the player will move, and this is the camera of player. Okay, so we have to move this camera over here and here, change the direction of our camera, something like this. We will make advanced camera in next tutorials, but this is basic thing which I want to teach you how we can get start. Alright, this is the camera of our player. Okay, so it's done. Alright, so we have to make two buttons for left and right movement. So right click over here, click on UI and click on canvas, Again, right click, click on UI, click on button. Come to 2D form and press W for this tool. Here, duplicate this button, drag and drop it over here. Alright. So this will be right button and this will be left button. If we will click on this button, the player will be moved in the right direction, and if we will click on this button, the player will be moved in the left direction. Alright. So how we can add these functions of movement inside of our player. So in this video we will learn this thing. Alright. So you have to create another folder over here, call it scripts, and create a new script over here called it player movement. Alright, and open it up inside of Visual Studio. So it may take some time, so we have to wait. Alright guys, so script has been opened inside of Visual Studio. So first of all, what we need to do, we need to create a variable of our player where we can uh, interact with our player, and we can control our player inside of that variable. So how we can create that type of variable? So we have to click on we have to type public game object and call it player. All right, so here the game object is the variable and the player is the name of that variable. All right, here we have to click on here we have to type boolean, and we are gonna make a boolean variable and call it is moving left. I will teach you everything, just wait for some time, just wait and see what I am doing. Also create an other boolean, call it move. Okay, or leave it, don't make it this boolean. Here type in a void update if uh, is moving left, then create a function inside of it. Here we will use our player variable, player dot transform dot position. Here we will control the position of our player. All right, let me show you what is transform and position. So let's suppose this is our player inside of game. Here it is the transform of our player, and we can control the movement of our player from here. From here, this is position. Here we can see the position of our player. This is x-axis, this is y-axis, and this is z-axis. Here we have to control the position and the movement of player. Alright, so we will use z-axis and y-axis in our case because we have to move this player from here and there. So as you know, in z-axis we will move this player, and in y-axis we will use it for jump. Alright, so that is why I type player dot transform dot position plus equal to new vector 3. So what is vector 3? Basically every 3D game have 3 axes. Alright, this x-axis, z-axis, and y-axis. So these 3 axes are vector 3, and in 2D case we have only 2 axes, which is y-axis and x-axis. We don't have z-axis inside of 2D game. Alright, so we will use vector 3 inside of 3D game. Alright, I hope you are understanding. So we are going to control x-axis and y-axis. So first thing is x-axis. Alright, sorry, we are going to control z-axis and y-axis. So first one is x-axis, so we will leave it to 0. Second one is y-axis, we will also put it 0. And third one is z-axis, so we will put it 1. Okay, right. So another function we have to make over here, public void movement left. Inside of function we have to create another boolean, call it move left press, move left press. Okay, and here you have to type is moving left equal to move left press. All right, so let's come to our Unity and see whether our code is working or not. So which one is our left button? This one is our left button. So here you have to create another game object and call it game manager. Drag and drop your script over here and drag and drop your player inside of this box, this space. This is the variable which we created inside of our script. All right, okay, so select our left button, add component and search for event trigger. Basically the main function we will add from here. Whenever we will point down and whenever we will point up, here we will add functions. Okay, drag and drop game manager in both functions, select movement left pool, same for here. So we will when we will press this down, the movement left pool will be uh, enable, and when we will point up, this will be disable. All right, so let's test whether our game is working or not. Okay, I'm gonna press my button. Oh, so it's working. Amazing. Okay, so the same thing we have to do for right button. All right, so make an other boolean is moving right, save it and create another function in void update. If is moving right, and here we have to also again select our player and control the transform of player, copy this code and paste it over here. But in this case we have to go right side. Okay, so we have to put minus over here because we are going in opposite direction. This is the left one, this is the right one, so we are going in opposite direction, so we will put -1. We select our right button, add event trigger, same for here, and drag and drop game manager, select moving right. I think we have to save the code. Oh, we have not created a function. We also have to create this function for right over here, public void move right. Okay, again we have to write the name of variable is moving right and equal to, here we have to create another boolean bool move right press. All right, so it's done. Come back to the Unity and now select the function, move right again over here, move right. Let's play the game and let's test whether it is working or not. Okay, so I think this was the left button and this was the right button, and we have added wrong functions inside of wrong buttons. So we can fix this very easily. Just remove this minus over here and put the minus over here. Okay, let's come back to the Unity and let's see how it is working. Alright guys, it's working very perfectly, and this was my first tutorial on this series. I hope you enjoy the tutorial, and the last thing, we will add a gravity inside of our player. So search for rigid body, and let's play the game and let me show you what will happen with rigid body. And let's see, our player have gravity. Alright, so this is looking really awesome. In the next tutorial we will improve it more, and we will design the game and design the buttons and make much more things. So thanks for watching, and if you liked my tutorials, just subscribe my channel, and you can also support me on Patreon if you want. And goodbye for I'll see you in the next video. Alright, goodbye.